Alright, y'all. So, go back. I can show y'all what I'm playing. Well, y'all see by the title what I'm playing. NBA 2K20 on Xbox One. I said I don't like it, on the last stream, and I haven't never played it on Xbox One. I just played it on PlayStation 4. So I tried it earlier and played 2 games online with people, and it seems okay. It's not so bad. I mean, it's way different from NBA Live 19, but it seems okay. You know what I'm saying? I won my first game, so then I lost one, so I'm gonna try to win this next one. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. We're gonna get into it here in a minute. I had streamed. Yeah, I had streamed a couple hours ago with GTA 5 online with my nephews, and I don't know why it ain't on my channel, so I don't know what happened to it. I know I had streamed it. I don't know what's going on with that. But I'll play with them some other time and I'll get that live stream. I don't know what happened to that live stream. It was like 44 minutes long. And I looked back on my channel to see if it was on there, and it wasn't even on there. So I don't even know what happened to it. But yeah. Okay, I'll make sure the volume working. Good to go. Okay. Yeah, we good to go. Yeah, it's 8:30. All right.
Could be a transition free-for-all tonight, Brent. What's your feeling about going for the open three on the break rather than taking it in for a higher percentage shot in the layup?
Well, nowadays we know that the three-pointer actually means more for any given team.
Analytically, you're right.
Analytically, but Kevin, what I'm interested in is on a given night like this where we're going to see a ton of threes, what's the decision-making of the guy with the ball? Sometimes it'll be the point guard, it might be a wing player, but how smart is he at finding the right shooter at the right time at the three-point line on these fast breaks?
Making those big decisions, you're right.
And what's interesting about Ibaka, he's played basketball internationally ever
Yeah,
since joining
fam.
the NBA back in 08. In fact, he won a silver medal with Spain in 2012. All the officials are all over that one.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. First free throw is good.
Marquise Chris has potential oozing from his fingertips. So exciting and so athletic at that 4 spot.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Pass to Ibaka. Back to Lowry. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
What?
And the technical free throw is good.
A 5-time All-Star, Lowry has come a long way since being drafted 24th overall back in 2006.
Now, here's Siakam. 6 to shoot. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Green. They double team Curry. Pass to Chris. Over in the corner, Green. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Fast break, Toronto. The shot by Lowry, no good.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Thompson.
Blessed with awesome physical tools. Ibaka can alter shots anywhere on the floor.
And you see Clay back out on the court. Can't help but think of him going down with that torn ACL in the final.
And Clay showed exactly how tough a player he is. Stayed in to hit his free throws, asked to stay in the game, and became an instant legend even in that losing effort. How about the heart?
Here's Curry after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Raptors making a switch here. Wiggins, left side. Outside for Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Siakam misses.
They studied
That's
now.
another miss. Already they've missed
Talking about
2 out
this
of
game.
4 to start. And the next one puts
I
them in
said
ball
the game.
To the middle. Here's Wiggins. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Here's the Raptors with the ball. Siakam outside. For 3. Ibaka, no luck.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Chris can't hit.
Kev, I know it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
They grab their own miss. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. To end the cold streak. The shot by Curry, no good.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
So both teams making some changes here. Now, here's Wiggins. There's 1:40 left in the first. There's a lot of talk, Brent, about eliminating divisions, something that's been discussed. I think that's going to happen.
I don't
Y'all
understand what the divisions are,
dang,
too.
I
Oh,
can't
no.
even get to the
We don't pay
close.
attention to the divisions.
We don't pay any attention to the divisions.
It's all about conference.
And we know that divisions end up helping with, in some ways, with the playoff seedings, but it just seems strange today to have the divisions the way they are divided up. I think it helps when you're opening up a fish wrap in the morning if you check a traditional newspaper, but otherwise, there could be something that goes away soon.
It's tipped. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Hollis Jefferson, good.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Powell. And Looney sends it back. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Outside Gasol. Over Wiggins. Gasol, no good.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Gaskell makes it off the glass.
Such a big part of what he does for this team, just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Bucket is good.
And through the years, he's become very confident in that shot. Gasol's almost better from mid-range than he is in tight. That's a great weapon for a 7-footer to have.
Good if it goes. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Toronto ahead.
What's going on, y'all?
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to
All of y'all
generate some
can
easy
keep going.
buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial
It's
thrust
only
of that
the
attack. As
field,
soon
though.
as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
That's tipped. Lowry with the ball to the inside. Here's Powell. Wiggins with the rebound. Another shot. It's deflected. Powell with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Powell. That's good.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
On offense, here are the Warriors. 7-point differential. Pass to Wiggins. Here's Pascal. Guarded by Powell. Shot clock at 6. Free throw line jump shot. And it comes off the front of the rim.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alton.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you. To the paint. Lowry can't get it to go.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and
Oh
contests,
my
and that's just enough.
God.
He's going to throw his arm out trying to make a pass of that one. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader, truly a special player.
Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Play showing a little bit of speed in the open floor there as he gets up the lane in transition.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Pass to Ibaka. Warriors with the rebound. It's Thompson off the drive. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Siakam. The last summer, Greg, was supposed to be a large courtship for Klay Thompson. The injury, though, kind of changed things in his free agency.
It didn't take long for him to re-sign with the Warriors. I think as soon as the team offered him a max deal, he signed. Looks like the Splash Brothers will be together for quite some time.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Tipped away. Counted. His second make in 4 attempts.
Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Inside. Green taking his time here. Just 5 on the clock. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Both teams will make substitutions. Toronto leading by 3. Pass to Ibaka. Out to the wing. No one near him. That one wide left.
He wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
.110 left to play here in the half. Here's Chris. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And he makes both free throws. 104 left in the first half. Pass to Powell. Warriors with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And Chris throws it down.
The Marquise Chris can get up off that floor. Wow.
Now Davis. He's covered by Thompson. Out to Ibaka. Back to Davis. There's the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Curry.
Yeah, Papa Curry was first point of the
after 3
game.
attempts.
I don't know how he makes a shot like that look as easy as it did. So elite.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 13 seconds left here in the second. Foul. That's good.
Yeah, 3 guys. Yeah.
Pass to Wiggins. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Warriors have made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. And he sinks the second. Here's Davis. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a quick one as both teams try to gain an edge. Faster pace now, Brent, in the NBA. This has become an endurance sport, and well-conditioned athletes are a must.
Obviously, Kevin, over the past couple seasons, the pace has picked back up. It's very reminiscent of the early 80s when you had the Lakers running, the Denver Nuggets running. You have these teams that are just flying up and down the floor. So as a fan, I think it's a wonderful opportunity, especially the closer you can sit, to watch a Russell Westbrook, to watch a Paul George, to see a Giannis to get up and down the floor with such fluidity and grace and skill set. So the game opening up has also opened the eyes to the fans about just how great the athleticism of NBA players is.
Right side, Green. Over Siakam. Wow, way off on that.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot. And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 6. Here's Curry. Goes back up. Siakam pulls it in.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. And it's those diamond in the rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt, the 27th pick back in 2016, now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
Here's Curry. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. And it's 6 points for Steph Curry. Right wing. Lowry has the open look. That one off the back iron and out. Thompson, left side. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Knocks down the 10-footer. Thompson's got the game tied up here for the Warriors. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
And the Raptors with the ball. Now Lowry, he's got 5. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
Now here's Curry. He has 6. Stolen by Van Fleet. Nice break. Here come the Raptors. And Lowry gets it to go. And now a 5-point Raptor lead.
Boy, shot out of a cannon on that possession. Good look up court.
Pass to Green. Back to Curry. And they pick up 2. Curry's got 8 points. Toronto leading by 3. Out to the right wing. Van Vliet. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Something sapped them of their energy defensively since halftime. In the first half, out there scrambling, running, hustling. Since then, not so much.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto last season, Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. He has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Timeout called the Warriors.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Pass to Green. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, we know he's undersized for the position, but Draymond Green does the work of several men, including how he forces the D that time to foul.
And both free throws good for Green. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Left side, Davis. Over to the left wing. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Gasol. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Gasol's got his second basket of the game.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
There's the steal. They kick it out to Green. Back to Wiggins. Gasol with the steal. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Can't cash in from close range.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
Don't want to rush it, but you don't want to take too much time here.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They trail by 7. Down low, Gasol with the steal. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Out left to the wing. Fires for 3. Hollis Jefferson, good. Hollis Jefferson's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Over to the wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's Gasol. Got it. Good job in the low post. Gasol's got 6. Wiggins inside the line. Off the mark. And so it's Toronto with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've got a big advantage. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here is Davis. Pass to Powell to the left side wing. Upside Gasol. Puts the move on. And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Mark doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis. As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
Thompson right side. Shoots over Powell. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Toronto leads by 12. And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 3-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
And you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch.
Connect from short range.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And the first one at the line is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. Good on both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Guys, some great passing from them.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
The Warriors pull it in.
Okay, and he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
Pass to Pascal. Thompson outside. And that one drops.
When he decides to get to the rim, Klay Thompson can be tough to deal with. Quickness on the drive that time.
To the inside. Here's Anunoby. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Shoots from 12. And he knocks down the jumper.
And the defense might start to want to respect the fact that Marquise Chris can nail that kind of jump shot.
Pass to Siakam. And a missed layup. Here's the Warriors with the ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Second chance effort. Knocked loose. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And the Warriors making a change here. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Got a piece of it. Pass to Van Fleet. Ibaka outside. Lock at 6. The shot, no good. Good D by Thompson. And here are the Warriors now. 6-point game.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
And the Raptors call time here.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And the Warriors making a change here. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys.
Chris can't hit.
And if they've been saving a sure thing play, now is the time for it.
They get it back. Nice again. And it's good on the layup. Chris has got 4 points this quarter.
Marquise Chris, that's confidence.
Inside, here's Ibaka.
Big stakes, big bucket. Ibaka showing he has the mettle to rise to the challenge.
Outside, Green to the left wing. Pass to Ibaka. Here's Anunoby. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Chris. And Chris throws it down.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Well, they stacked up everything to get to this point. Now they have to shift into overdrive.
So difficult to defend Ibaka inside the length, the improved spread, and he's one of those bigs who doesn't mind going to the line.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
A shot by Curry, no good.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Here's Van Vliet.
That's
That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. And the Raptors lead by 7.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie bar the door.
Here's Siakam. Count the basket.
Yeah, and this team depends on Lowry. I mean, so skilled at creating shots for himself or his teammate.
And it's Green missing. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shoots it. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Yeah, don't even just keep trying to make
Here's
the score
Thompson.
go down. That's about it.
Can't hit that one. Good D by Siakam. So it's Toronto winning this one.
Alright, they got them, y'all. They got it. We're gonna try to get the next one. Alright. Let's play Charles just 'cause. controlling the player. We're gonna try that. I'm gonna be LeBron, y'all. I can do that.
Great rebounding teams tonight here, Chris. You averaged 13 rebounds a game one season. A lot of seasons like that, actually. What's the key to controlling the glass the right way?
You know what? It's just two things: desire and effort. You can go with the techniques of boxing out. You can go with the techniques of face guarding. You can communicate. You can do a lot of things. But when it comes down to it, a lot of times it's who just wants that ball more.
I love that. Desire and effort. That's a good answer. And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
Elbow shot. And that one goes long. With it. He's picked up by LeBron. Pass to Curry. James misses. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And the dunk by James.
I mean, if you're Curry's teammate, this is what you have to do. Take advantage of the defender reacting to him. I mean, he'll find you if you're open.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And just about a minute into the first quarter. The shot by Curry, no good.
0 for 3, not the start they're looking for. Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
And the layup off the glass.
Doesn't it seem like Steph can get any shot he wants? I mean, with his handle and his shooting ability, that time finishing off the drive.
Out to the wing. James outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. James has got his second bucket of the game to go. Curry with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Fires the three. Another miss by Curry.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness. Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. And he makes that one. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
His dedication to training and really maintaining his body second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Pass to Curry. Plenty of space.
Come on.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count him.
Cantor.
Yeah.
Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
You see, he had very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Harden inside the three-point line. No good that time.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Mark that is his fifth miss in 7 shots.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Out left to the wing. Booker with it. And it's Harden picking him up. The offensive rebound. And the dunk by Embiid.
Well, how about the length of Embiid? I mean, it's tough to deal with. Outstanding, using it to gobble up offensive rebounds.
Come on.
56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Harden. The 10-footer. Misses off the right iron. Pass to Curry. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. "44 seconds left in the first quarter. James. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And here's the break. Here's LeBron. On the wing, Booker. Jacks up a 3.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And Kanter now top the key. Down low. Kicks it out to Harden. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. No good from LeBron. Harden outside. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they played here early on.
Well, looking at this quarter, they should be. Another quarter like this, and they'll be riding high at halftime.
The thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself. Even as a leader of his team, he always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive. That edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. A nice shot by Booker.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice throw.
Harden, no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Looking to end the run. And LeBron with the layup.
Powerful presence on the court. It's hard to match James' strength and size.
Back to Curry. Shoots over Curry. Goes back up. And Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got 6 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
The drive by LeBron. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And Harden wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but hasn't been successful. It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Curry with a wide open look. Drains the three-pointer. Curry's got his third bucket of the night. See, well, we've heard some people criticize the league's obsession with the three-pointer, saying the game is less fun to watch. You and I have talked to coaches who do not like the style of play. Would you agree with that?
You know what, I do, Kev, but it's all in the way that it happens. So let's talk about a team like Golden State, okay? Golden State shoots so many threes, right? But they don't shoot the most threes, and they have the best ball movement, and they still take the most number of twos. And so they have a balanced game. Now, they had three of the best shooters last season out of any team, maybe in the history of the game. And they don't take the most threes, but then you have teams that have every guy shooting under 30%, and they're shooting 100 threes with no ball movement. Yeah, something's backwards. It's still about playing basketball and shooting threes, not shooting threes during a game that happens to be a basketball. If that makes any sense.
It does. Perfect sense.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Out to the right wing. Pass to James. Outside for Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Embiid. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You got to stay down on the shot fake, Devin. I mean, once the beat has you in the air, the rest is easy.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
Yeah, he went from not even playing basketball to the number 3 pick in a matter of just 4 years. As Joel Embiid puts it, his life is a movie.
Dance, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
So that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
Didn't have a free throw in the first quarter, but you can see he's starting to play with more energy now. He has a tougher attitude.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. 35 seconds left to play here in the half. Booker with no one around. He scores for only his 3rd time tonight. Now 3 for 10, taking a climb out of the hole. Here's Harden. That one doesn't go. Good D by Booker. Beyond the arc. And the free ball is good. Booker's got 10.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. The visitors with the ball. This is the most they've led by 13 points.
They trying to do is get backcourt violation.
Great D that
Shoot
time.
it.
Curry. And Curry with the stuff.
Oh, man. This game is so beautiful. It's a joy to watch. Curry, when he's at the top of his game like this, crazy.
And so it's the bit. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Pass to Embiid. And Cantor pulls it down. Martin with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. To the middle. Good. A nice assist from Booker. He's got 14.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball
I'm not
comes
getting the
inside.
ball. Y'all want to get the ball? No.
Outside Curry. Back to LeBron. Takes the 13-footer. That shot missing.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Oh, great instincts, relentless. Seems like he's getting to every miss.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you.
Good luck trying to prevent Embiid from scoring. I mean, he's terrific at fending off contact on the way up.
Here's Harden on the way. And it's off the back rim, no good.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots.
Out of Wake Forest, John Collins quickly emerging as a top-notch scorer, a tremendous finisher, and his range extends out beyond the arc.
The three from Harden. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
It's tipped. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Nance outside. Booker pulls it in.
Oh my God, okay, he's nothing.
Here's Embiid.
Don't have to
And foul
foul.
on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Nance.
And really, how do you guard Embiid when he's this close? You almost have to foul.
And players with big numbers on losing teams can be accused of empty stats. So, Greg, you take Collins's with a grain of salt?
You look at his field goal percentage, high 50s. He's not just a high usage player, he is highly efficient.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him, mostly miss.
Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Here's Cantor. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
Kept alive. And another shot. Embiid, no good. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. James outside. Pulls it from the elbow. It's good. James has got 4 this quarter.
As good as LeBron is at moving the ball, he's not going to pass up the jump shot if it's there.
To the inside. Embiid, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Here's Cantor. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Back to Embiid. 27 seconds left to play in the third. And the dunk by Embiid.
What a finisher Embiid is. He's a pro at not letting the defense dictate to him.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Scooped up. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got 8 points.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you get
The third quarter comes to a close. The away team up 9. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's James. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Fires from the wing. Offensive rebound. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
There's not a more tenacious player than LeBron, and that's the quality you need on the offensive glass.
Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Stolen by Cancer. Inside. Embiid with the steal. To the paint. Pass to Collins. Now here's Embiid. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Curry. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to James. Over LeBron. Great D that time from James.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
Here's Embiid.
Oh, it's hard to compete with a 7-footer rolling inside. Embiid is intimidating on the drive.
A ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game. They need to avoid that.
I mean, offensively, he's been their driving force, determined not to let the lead get any bigger.
To the middle. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 26 points for Joel Embiid. Some great ball handling in this game. Chris, we see it all the time. Of all of them, whose crossover impresses you the most right now?
Oh, right now, okay. Man, you got to go out to wherever Kyrie Irving is. And first of all, his handles are
Great handle, right?
Oh, his handles are sick. Don't forget about Curry, because Curry can shoot so well. Sometimes we sleep on his handles. And John Wall with the speed, there's no way you can stop John Wall coming full speed at you. He can cross you over left and right or right without even blinking, and you'll just be standing still, stuck, not even realizing he laid the ball up past you already.
Collins. And finish off by Collins.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass. He's just not going to give up. I mean, if he has to do it all by himself, that's what he's going to do.
Pass to Booker. Collins with it. And finish off by Collins.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
Harden outside. LeBron outside. Over James. Here's Cancer. And Embiid with the block.
Stalwart on the defensive end. Embiid is superb at making his presence felt with blocks like that. I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Pass to Curry. Fires for 3. That shot off. On the wing, Harden. James outside. Back to Harden. Oh, Nance in position. An emphatic LU jam.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open. And hard finds it.
Fader on the way. Here's James. And no good that time. Good D by Harden. It's Curry outside. They tee that time from Curry.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to LeBron. Back to Embiid. Fires from deep. The rebound by Nance. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Embiid with it. Cancer cover.
Man, oh my goodness. My dude
19 seconds
tired.
left here in the fourth quarter. On its way from Curry for two. LeBron with some nice D. Looking to get it going. And that's off the glass and in.
But they
Love
did
seeing
about,
James
I
shoot the
think
ball
they did
down
about
in from
6 or
that
7
area on the floor.
points.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work.
We get to tell them.
Let's do it. Hey, 2K fans, I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. We're from 2K TV, and today we just want to take a brief moment to tell you how excited we are about NBA 2K20's My Career Mode.
Once again, 2K has managed to further blur the line between game and reality with the most authentic and engaging experience to date.
Building your legacy begins with building your My Player.
You're totally right, and that's why the first thing you'll do this year is set your potential using the brand new My Player Builder.
I have literally spent hours experimenting on all
Oh my
kinds of
God, can we
builds.
The
skip
builder
down?
basically lets you create your own archetype from scratch.
Absolutely. We've given you the tools to build your My Player however you want. I even got to choose my own takeover.
Well, there's so much more worth mentioning, but you really have to see it to believe it.
So, from all of us at 2K Sports and 2K TV, we hope you enjoy NBA 2K20's My Career Mode.
Okay, I'm gonna start my career mode, and that way I can be able to play on the playground. And I do like in the middle of the night. So we can get everything started. on there.
Is alphabet thing, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Get your ass off of it. I'm tired of telling you. Water.
What you in there watching?
I hope with the highest of hope that I never have to go back to the trap and my decision. So I only spit fire and dope. So later on you can go.
What you in there watching?
People and folks, anything. That will be spitting that pressure. And it be
The Coastal Conference Championship is set to tip off, and after 3 consecutive final losses, can Bay City finally get over the hump?
Kevin, if it's going to happen, it has to happen behind their senior, the man they call Shea. He could have went out after his freshman year.
That's right.
He has a chance to cement his legacy.
He is the storyline for sure in this one.
Yes, he is.
Let's go, Jay. Let's go.
Shoot it, Jay, right there.
There's the tip, and the Coastal Conference Finals are underway. The Bay City Flames will be put to the test here on their home court by the Central Valley Hawks.
And this is the perfect team to still a win here in this arena. The Hawks have the talent to push the Flames to the edge.
But you have to think with the crowd behind them and Jay leading the charge, this is a game the Flames are heavily favored to win.
Oh, the crowd is into it, and the action should be plentiful.
Well, you look at Central Valley and what they've done this year, a bit of a surprise team. Not many pegged them as playing for a title this season.
Flames with the lineup they've had for a while now. Bishop is the point guard. Next to him is their star, Jay. Ty Sheldon is at the 3, with Dustin Joseph at power forward. And the big man, Marcin Grew, anchors it all in the middle. And a look here now at the lineup for Central Valley. It's Lee running the point with Marceda at his side. The forwards are Indra at the 3, with Zadirko at the 4. In the middle, they have big, flat Germanenko to round things out. Passes it to Bishop. Now, here's Grew. Edwards defending. Here's Germanenko. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Jay. He shoots again. A nice shot by Roberts.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
And the Hawks with possession. And with the Hawks guys, they really came on strong during the end of the conference regular season.
They were the hottest team coming into the tournament, and it's no surprise that they were able to breeze their way into the final. But they haven't faced a team as talented as Bay City yet, and they'll get tested. Well, as strong as Bay City has been this year, there's even more to like heading forward. A lot of talented underclassmen on this team.
Beasting on defense. First he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass. Filthy.
Edwards. They get the rebound. That one misses. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. Shea outside. No good that time. James Marceda with the defensive effort. And for Bay City, as you were just saying, this could be the start of a dominant stretch for the school.
And having a 4-year player like Jay really set the tone for what this school is about. He's been the leader for them this year and has set the school up to succeed in the future.
Now here's Jay. The Flames with another miss.
Great defensive effort, just saying.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Edwards against Jackson. Pass to Germanenko. They need this one. Pass to Edwards. Zadirko outside. And here is Germanenko, guarded by Jackson. Hawks with the new shot clock. Ball stolen.
What an advantage it is for the Flames to have the conference final be held at their home court.
It rotates in the conference every year. It just happened to be Bay City's turn this go round. Just another thing that is lined up for the Flames in what's been a great season.
And it'll be Central Valley with their first time out of the game here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna look at
The pass to Madison. Inside, here's Edwards, and the jam by Teddy Edwards.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Here's Che, following the bucket by the Hawks. That one drops for him. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, one thing's obvious about Che. He wants the ball. He wants to be the guy to lead this team.
Outside, Jones.
I just started my career on 2K10, so
Edwards against Jackson. Edwards passes to Jones. Stolen by Joseph. Oh, and a fast break here for Bay City. Kicks it to Che. Pass to Ducey. Back to Che. That one goes in. Che's got 6. Well, even though there is basketball to be played later this month, a lot on the line in these conference tournament finals.
Yes, it's a statement to win your conference. It's something the selection committee looks at with the seeding as well. Could help both teams line up for a deep tournament run.
And he gets the bucket. Edwards got his second basket of the game.
And being that Edwards is 6'8", not afraid to try his luck inside. That was a terrific finish.
Back to Jackson. Swiped away. Now here's Edwards, defended by Sheldon. That's good, and the Flame lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Edwards. So Bay City calls timeout, their first.
Yeah, it is crazy. This is my first time playing my career on 2K.
And so it's Bay City. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key.
Yeah,
Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back to the action. Welcome back, everyone, to Bay Pavilion, home of the Coastal Conference Tournament Final. Flames with a big lead after the first half.
You know, the Flames came out and completely ran away with things. Started strong and then had a flurry of scoring to close out the half.
And with the way they are commanding this game, I have a hard time seeing the Hawks closing the gap.
They'll do what they can, but the Flames are 1 half away from raising a Coastal Conference banner on their home court. And one of the better players for the Hawks is their guard, the junior James Marceda.
Well, without a doubt, he's the best player for this team. Gives you a little bit of everything, and the team looks his way whenever they need a big score.
On the clock, Moochie Fresh for a 3. Erickson with the rebound.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. And good pass there from Erickson.
I'm still learning myself, so I'm still trying to learn some of the moves myself.
Shoots over Bishop. Edwards can't hit. Bay City leading by 15. Che outside. Bishop the pass to Che. The shot good on the assist by Bobby Erickson. Erickson's got his 4th assist in this one. Central Valley trails by 17. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Great vision. Dermenenko doesn't have classic center size, but he can do a lot of things for you. You have to love the way Che operates as a captain of this team. 4 years here and always stepped into the role of both on and off the court leader.
And with Che, every player on the Flames looks to him to lead the charge.
He's shown he can get it done, not only with his contributions on the court, but really the manner with which he carries himself off it. Very mature and world-minded for a kid his age.
Here is Edwards. He's got 11. Arceda outside. Now here's Fresh. Guarded by Erickson. Pass to Edwards. This one for three. Here's Marceda, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Proving that his J
He
is
hit
a
all me
threat.
right.
Marceda appearing fine.
Yeah, we win
Fire
though,
away
so
from
it's
deep.
33-19.
Back to Jay. Takes it from 10. Central Valley pulls it in.
It was a fadeaway.
Down low. The pass to Edwards. And the foul called on Shea. That is his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Nah, I'm just trying to learn how to play on my career mode. I can join when I'm done with this though. Try to.
Here's Madison, defended by Sheldon. Here's Edwards, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Edwards got 13.
Coach Jones of Central Valley, not a lot of experience before taking over the program, but he's had a big impact.
Back to Jay. Takes it from 10. And too long on the shot. Central Valley trails by 12. Over to the left wing. Here's Madison. It's Dan Indra on the wing. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And with Coach Jones of the Hawks, this is his first time running a D1 school.
Well, the AD put her faith in Coach Jones, and he's delivered on his promise of bringing this school back up to a top destination for basketball talent.
And Jackson gets it to go.
And give Che credit. The defense was terrific, but in the end, he just kept his concentration.
Jackson against Edwards. Pass to Grace. To the left wing. Lets it go. Edwards. That's good. He's got 15.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
The reason why is not just scoring, it's the way he's doing it. Efficient. That's what you need at this point in the game.
And the Flames call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying. Here's Bishop. And a big lead here for the Flames. Everything has been working for them, and they're in complete control of this game.
Well, you think they are going to call off the Dogs and rest their starters soon. They have this locked up. No need to risk anything.
Andrews passes to Fresh. To the inside. Picked off in midair. Jackson looking around. Evans at the elbow. They double him with Zadirko. Here's Che. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. And that's 13 points for Che.
I like seeing Che fight through that one. Didn't back down from the challenge.
Here's Andrews. They get it back. Tries yet again. He lays it in.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
He gets it in there. And that's 15 points for Che.
Getting the ball to the right guy in the right spot. That's part Che, part scheme.
Hey, yo, Che. Big Rock's going to conscious tonight.
I need you to blow this week, boy.
That's the way you go out. Proud of you, Che.
Hey, thanks, Coach.
All right.
Getting that championship this year.
Either way.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, we ain't gonna find out until tonight or tomorrow on Porter. I know it ain't easy watching your brother fall like that. But hey, listen, don't let a moment of darkness take away from what y'all did tonight. This is what we work for, all right? Y'all brought Bay City back. In fact, you might have saved my job. When we find out our seed, get back in the gym and keep this going. All right? All right? All right, good. Good job.
Hey, Coach is right, y'all. We bled for this. Bro, how much weight you put on last summer?
55 pounds of raw, stony, and steel.
35, huh? You must have been training with them Russian Olympians again. Ty, your turnover ratio last year was 1-1. What about now? 3-1. Young CP, steady feeding the greedy. No doubt. Gonna make one heck of a State Farm major one day. And you know who else bled for this? Porter. I mean, the kid had peanut minutes, but he stayed in the gym, grinded, right there beside us, and he never complained, not once. Man, people been telling me I should have gone pro since I got here. But this is what I've been waiting on. Y'all my team. We're gonna grind together, guys. This is our time. Now let's do this for our brother Porter. Let's bring it in. Play for Porter on 3. 1, 2, 3, play for Porter!
Moving on to the 7 versus 10 matchup in the West. We've got the Bay City Flames facing off against the Tri-State.
Gonna cut down from the net.
Working the ball inside and getting points from close range. Now, here's ball.
Hey, there he is. How you feeling, man?
You know me, man. I'm cool.
What did the doctor say?
Torn ACL, PCL, and dislocated patella.
Hey, we got your back, Pete. It'll take a minute, but you'll be back pulling that weak sham again in no time.
Boy, stop. You know my sham, cuz.
Yeah, what up?
Man, appreciate y'all. For real. Spoke with Coach, and he, we decided it'd be best if I, rehab back home.
And what you talking about? Medical center is one of the best in the country.
Come on, Che. You and I both know I ain't getting no burn here. Figure out, get me right, maybe I could transfer down a level. So,
Transfer. Hold on, man. What's going on? This school's your life.
look, Jay, Coach took my scholarship, man.
Man of the hour.
Afternoon, Dr. Owen.
Heck of a performance on Saturday. It's amazing what you can accomplish with limited distractions. Go on, son.
You pulling Porter scholarship?
That's Jim Porter and me.
Answer the question,
Hey,
Coach.
hey, watch your tone, okay? I know you're upset.
So I do this
I am
career
too.
stuff
You
and
don't understand.
just get to the playground.
To me,
So
Coach. You recruit a kid, he gets hurt, and you force him to transfer and bring in somebody better. Coach, does that sound about right?
What? No. Jay, listen to me.
Coach, man, Porter did everything you asked. Good kid. All that talk about us being a family and really nice to the school. You know what we are, Coach? Just entertainment. I expected more from you, Coach.
Hey, son, come here. Hey. Hey, come back here. Jay, you running with the subs.
I got
what's going on?
Hold on, 3, 1, 2, 3. Take a
I
quarter.
think your name is Pen.
All right, let's go.
I can't pronounce it. So I'm just say PV.
So your contention
PVP.
is that athletes,
Yeah,
specifically basketball
listening,
players,
because you got
leverage their marketability
name. But what's
to get
going on,
more
man? Make sure y'all subscribe.
bargaining power with
Give
ownership?
you a like.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Not exactly a hard sell for your thesis. Now, I've been your advisor for 4 years. You've never once swallowed your tongue. Out with it.
Kid on my team, Porter Rose.
Like, look, I don't watch.
You don't even have a TV, East.
How bad was it?
It's bad. I mean, I'm the captain, and I feel like I can't do anything.
You can be heard.
No, best believe I gave it to Coach, and I got no problem having words with Dr. Owen either. He is fake as they come.
Don't I know it? When I didn't get tenure last year, you spent 2 months petitioning for me. Rallying students, collecting signatures.
And that didn't even make a difference.
It did to me. That's what kept me going. That's why I'm still here.
I know this Idris Elba. If I say his name right, I don't think I
You know
am.
the reason it didn't
But
change
he an
anything?
actor. He plays in this, and
'Cause I'm
she an
respectful.
actor.
Outside of these gates, no one has
I'm
a
just
clue
now
who I am.
noticing it because I haven't played. I ain't
Sometimes
played
words
NBA
turn enough.
2K20
If you really want them to hear you,
in a minute. It's been a
you
while.
gotta be willing to sacrifice, Jay.
And this is my first time playing on Xbox One.
Come on, bro. Thought we talked about pregame nutrition, big man.
Some things are bigger than the game.
Don't I know? Hey, let me holler at y'all for a sec, fellas. Y'all know how long I've been wanting this, man. Sometimes you gotta put others before yourself, no matter how much it hurts. As your captains, what you expect of me and nonsense, what I expect of myself.
Yep. Yeah, I hear.
Sit back and let what happened to Porter just ride. It's not who I am, and as a team, it's not who we are. So in light of Dr. Owen and the coach's actions, I'm not going to complain today, fellas. Look, man, I know y'all heated, and I will be too, but like Bruce said, man, some things are bigger than ball.
Nah, you're not Super Knee-Ball weak. We brothers, Shay. They want to do Porter dirty, they going to feel us. They going to feel all of us.
I can't let you do that, Ty. Look, I'm a senior. They can't do nothing to me, man, but y'all got your whole futures ahead of y'all, right? And y'all been rocking with me this far? This school? Nah, man, this whole country, we know that I speak for everybody in here, right?
All right, let's go. Jay, you got the sit time? Come on, change. Let's go.
I can't do that, Coach.
Excuse me? Whatever point you think you're making, son, now is not the time. You are the captain of this team. Better act like it.
I believe I am, Coach.
Oh. All right. Ty, take the team out.
All right, fellas, let's do this.
Come on, Ty. All right. Don't rush it. Take it down court small. Hey. Go up. Ah, come on, Brew. You gotta spike that, man.
Damn, I can't
told him not
skip
to eat
it
that
either.
burrito. I'm sorry, fellas.
Forget that. Just because we lost, don't make it a bad decision. Feel me?
Jay, Coach said you were being called out for a violation of team rules. Care to comment?
The only violation is on our coach and our school president when they violated the fate that we as a team had in our athletic department when they forced my friend Porter Rose to transfer.
So you're being penalized for speaking up?
It was a choice.
You chose to sit out.
I chose to stand up. Thank you.
Hey, it's your boy Jesus Nice and the Kid Mero, and we're back here with our homie Che. How's it going, man?
Good.
That's right, Jay Z in the building, just giving it a rock. Listen, man, what's the response been like online?
Both sides. And everybody got the hot take, but can't please them all.
True. Listen, you try to please them all, you're going to go crazy. Stay true to Che. That's how I stay true to Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I go in my basement, I lock in with my 2K on my 72-inch TV and maybe a big burrito on my belly and ignore all phone calls.
That's right. Self-care is important, brother. I respect that move.
Thank you. You know, the only thing important to me right now is talking mad smack on a headset to some kid named Dimitri in Athens. Like, fam, I got your IP address. Cross me up one more time, I'm taking out you, your mother, whatever's left of the Acropolis. Early.
Until you find out his really is Giannis, and homie got like 38 brothers.
That's real. I want no smoke with them.
You know what I'm saying? But yo, is anybody coming at you real hard though on the social media tip? You know what I mean? Trying to get at you?
Yeah, but you know what? I try to stay away from the social media stuff. Honestly, really, I just wanted to help out my teammate, man. I feel like our school was way better than the way they treated him. Real talk.
I mean, you? Yeah. School? But hey, yo, keep repping for us, man. Keep that fist up. You know what I mean? Keep doing your thing.
That's right, man. Keep putting on for all the scrubs out here. Yo, up next, what do turtles keep in their shell? 4 experts weigh in.
I think pennies. Probably like a crock pot.
You were 3 months from graduating, Che. This is insane.
No, what's insane is that my mother got death threats. I can't stay here.
Che, look at me. Look at me. I know this is hard, but by dropping out, you are letting them win.
They already won, Issa. Porter's no closer to getting his scholarship back and half the school hates me. Look, I'm not saying I regret it, right? Because I don't. But I'm not going to stay on the campus. They don't even want me here.
So all the work you've done, you're just going to throw it away?
Throw it away. You think me getting a diploma from a man who doesn't even respect me somehow makes this all worthwhile?
Yes, I do. It's a diploma.
I don't care about no diploma.
So now what?
Nah, it gets real. You know, 3 years ago, it wasn't even a question that I was going to get drafted. Not a question. But now. You know what's funny? Every year, my numbers kept on improving. Yet my stock just kept on dropping, man. Honestly, Issa, I don't even know where to begin.
You know, I don't know jack about basketball. But I damn sure know research. We'll figure this out.
I'm going to go home and get my mind right.
All right, so I'm gonna go on to the neighborhood. I tried to if they let me. Just check it out. I might not be that good. Like I said, it's my first time playing on Xbox One. But we're gonna check it out. Go to the park and so. How you take these back off? Okay. All right, I'm in the neighborhood. Let's check it out. I need somebody to play with. We gonna play shit. Alright, that's how you do the headphones. I ain't trying to do the headphones. Ain't nobody on this court. What the hell y'all doing? Do you want to play or not? Hell. That's all I'm saying. Do you want to play or not? All right, y'all. So I'm at the playground. Waiting on them. Waiting on somebody to get done. Somebody gonna wanna play. You wanna play? Yeah, you wanna play? Come on. Alright, what's going on? I'm waiting on another play to play with me and down at the playground. This the thing about playing on here. It take too damn long. About time.
Keeping my heart
Yeah. As you. Man, they ain't playing. Oh, they playing. Shit. I changed the camera. I changed like the camera, the settings. it's time to just build up on him and play this game.
Welcome to another episode of NBA 2K TV. There is so much going on in 2K20 right now, and we've added even more events for you guys. And it is great seeing the community so active.
That's right, the community is on fire. So this week, we're going to take you through some of the highlights of the last couple weeks and fill you in on all the action coming up.
But first, the WNBA draft is coming up, and the 2020-21 season should be really exciting. We recently caught up with Aces star A'ja Wilson to talk about the upcoming season. Take a look. Thank you so much for joining us on.
Yeah, so it's looking like Bradley Beal is set to miss a whole heck of a lot of time with his injury.
Let's meet the starting lineup of the visiting Los Angeles Clippers. At point guard, Patrick Beverley.
Welcome, maybe the best day of the NBA. Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here with us. With Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. And we welcome in someone who has been writing and communicating NBA basketball thoughts in book, over the air, in podcasts, and on TV, the terrific Bill Simmons. Bill, great to have.
And now for somebody who's playing a video game at 3 a.m. That's my next.
Thank
That's
you
the
very
next
much.
phase for me.
But isn't this a great venue for
This
it?
is great.
I know.
This is great. They're half asleep. My voice is waking them up. I'm
Bill
excited.
Simmons is terrific.
Yeah. Wake up. Wake up. I'm talking to you.
DA, take it away.
Well, the one-and-done draft requirement will be abolished very soon. In the meantime, the G League professional path.
The G League continues to be a great asset for the NBA. Great stuff, David. Thank you. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Monday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the awards given out by the league. Most have been around for a while. But is there any award that you'd like to add? Something that's not being touched on in terms of high performance and success?
I think that there should be a playoff MVP. I made this case in my book that there's always like a best guy in every postseason. And I would like to see who that would be. And it's pretty easy to go backwards and figure out who it was. I did that. Just go backwards and have all the backstory of who it should have been, but then going forward, now here are the ones we're adding. I would like to see that. I would also like to see a best bench celebration award, because certain teams just have these guys. They're good at pointing. They're good at fist bumping. First guy during the timeout, running over.
Chest bumps.
They have handshakes.
All of it, yeah.
They're waiting at the scorer's table before the game to do the special handshake with each guy. I feel like that guy deserves some shine. Last year, DeAndre Jordan, I think, was one of the first guys I remember who was just great at this before he started playing. Late 2000s clips. I was like, man, this guy's really, he's not playing, but he's really figuring out how to affect the game.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Los Angeles is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Williams, and good that time.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The Warriors trail. Murray kicks to Jackson. Murray right side. Back to Jackson. Over Williams. Jackson misses.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50.
Oh, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court, he makes a lot of noise.
Pass to Pascal. Here's Bowman. And the rejection by Zubats. Here's Leonard. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play. So the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubats. Morris comes in for Patrick Patterson. George is checked in for Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Williams. Here's Jackson. And there's the pass to Looney. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. 5th is Montrezl Harrell.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Green down low with Looney. And there's Jackson. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Bowman in at the point guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Outside Jackson. Bowman pass to Wiggins. Pass to Bowman. Golden State moving it around. 6 to shoot. Looney kicks to Wiggins. Passes it to Jackson. Over Beverly. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Clippers leading by 10. Inside. Here's Harrell. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And a special thanks to our guest, Bill Simmons. Always a compelling discussion, and I hope we can continue.
Please, I'm available. Just call me. I'm ready.
All
right,
There's your number right here.
Yes, you have my number. Call me.
Well, Doris, you read most reporters, they try to stay impartial, but not Bill Simmons.
I think that's what makes him special, Kevin, right? He has his own lens through which he sees things, and he is unafraid to give you his opinion.
Jackson misses.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
34 seconds left here in the second, and the Warriors miss again. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Stolen by George. Now the Clippers moving it up. George with the ball.
What a terrific take to the rim. Paul George is just giving it to the defense right now. Tenacious on that drive.
This.
I think I should have made my dude, instead of a shooter, I should have made him,
Is his first free
I wonder, I'm gonna quit this.
throw up. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says I think they know a lot about this team. I guess they don't.
I'm gonna see John Chandler do shooting guard thing.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying.
Okay, so how do you think that one went?
I'd give it a solid B-.
B minus? Oh, come on, man. He was great. He had some really interesting insights.
It wasn't his fault. You got to up the spice level of your questions, bro. Where's the heat?
Okay, I'm going to work on that one. And thanks for your honest feedback.
Rank up the heat, baby!
Okay, let's see what we can do. This game.
There is the WNBA and NBA 2K now. That's really cool because it's the first year that we were doing it. How do you think this helps the league?
Oh, it helps us out so much. I mean, I'm not a gamer, so I'm not really into it, but, you know, I'm always seeing somebody on my Instagram or someone on Twitter or someone that just comes up to me and, like, Target, and they're like, yo, like, you dope on the game, like, this, that, there, and I'm like, wow, like, that's pretty cool. It's bringing attention to us like that, and I think it's a lot of fun. I can see kind of people doing the replays and stuff like that, and it's kind of cool for them to kind of have us all the way down to just, like, my likes, these things like that.
So have you seen yourself in the game thus far?
So the newest name on the injury report is a big one. Jimmy Butler, looking like he's going to be sidelined for a solid chunk of time here.
The Butler did it.
Have a filter for it?
I do not.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, to get back to basketball for a second, if you don't mind.
Go right ahead.
This Butler news is not what you want to hear, but in times like this, you hope your reserves can hold things together until your star comes back. Keep the fort standing and just weather the storm as best you can.
Next man up.
Absolutely right. Yep, coming up next on Hank and Hornet, we're going to talk about the studs and duds of the week. First, quick break, some music. This is Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex, the official home of your Golden State Warriors.
Get hip or get stuff.
Yeah, my job is all finished.
I'm in the bed, fam. Just a baby, only the greatest what you need, baby. Take it from God, I know. Running your house without staking it. This is where you know. This is where you go. I went a different route. I just go visit the couch. I just visit the couch. Then I go get that alone. I gotta be a cool house, but honestly, y'all can tell me. Down. Someone did me in the crew, but honestly, I forgot who. Second was crazy as that somebody I probably knew. Me, I don't get it, no blue. That's just a more add to the list. I can't get no energy too. Put it on the web. You know whatever you want to wear. I just had to leave the looks treating me like a celeb. I just
The Thunder, no doubt, one of the NBA's best dressed squad. Coming down the tunnel earlier tonight. They'll want to carry that sharp look onto the floor in front of their home crowd. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. A view of I-40 in Chesapeake Energy Arena, taken from the Skydance Bridge in Oklahoma City. That's our setting tonight. Thank you for tuning into this Sunday afternoon 2K Sports edition of the NBA. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, Klay Thompson.
He loves playing there, DA, and they love him. Thank you so much. While we get a break, let's take a look at the October standings out west. You look at the Thunder. They're right now in the 8th spot in the conference here in the early part of the season. And, of course, the Warriors, just a few spots below there.
And, you know, for the Thunder, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
Yeah, they're kind of in that caught in the middle type group. You know what I mean? You wonder if they need a personnel change to get over the hump.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green down low with Looney. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Robertson in at the 3 spot. Looking at teams with new coaches, Chris, how long do you think it usually takes a new system to get the kinks out and work properly?
Yeah, hopefully you have veteran players because they can adapt the system a little bit quicker. Younger players, they might not know the lingo. They might not know necessarily where to be. So you have to practice. And with practice time not being as a premium like it used to be, it's a little tougher. So it takes a while. You want to make sure you kind of look at the season, 82 games, you look at it in 4 20-game stretches, and you hope by that second 20-game stretch, you're into finding your rhythm as a team, and the team starting to hone in on those little details.
Good perspective.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Paul. He had 10 points in the win against Washington.
And don't leave out his rebounding, Kevin. I mean, he had a big impact in that game with all his effort on the glass.
Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
They get it back. Wiggins. And Adams sends it back. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. It's good from long range.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Pass to Gallinari. To stop the run. Adams' shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score, or just great ball movement.
Yeah, one of the best things about Klay Thompson, he's just an incredibly easy teammate to play with. He moves great without the ball. He doesn't need it in his hands to score. I mean, he looks to make that extra pass. You got to love it.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And with Thompson, all those things you mentioned, C-Web, about him are why he's such a good fit with Curry.
Yeah, really anyone like Klay doesn't need the ball to be effective is a breeze to play with. But the lack of ego on him to defer the spotlight to other stars constantly, it says so much about Klay. But don't sleep, though. He has the confidence to light you up at any time.
Getting ready for Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams. Muscala comes in for Robertson. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. That's good from Schroeder on the assist from Gallinari.
That's just great touch.
Man, I got
well, that's all about
to the inside. Gallinari with the steal. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. The fast break ends at the rim with the jam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Left side Jackson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And even though Che didn't make too much of his time last game in that debut, Coach wanted to see a little bit more from him tonight.
Greg, I agree with you. Wasn't an easy start for him in his career, but this team is showing that they're going to give him ample chances to learn on the fly during the early stages of the season. And for the Thunder, a lot of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Pascal. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. For the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. Robertson comes in for Gallinari. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Terrence Ferguson. And it's Paul in for Dennis Schroeder. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Green down low with Looney. Jackson is out there with Curry. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of danger.
Ball against Curry. Puts it up from 12, and the Warriors miss again. Thunder trailing by 15. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low, there's Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Curry outside. That shot, no good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. They defeated the Wizards in their last one.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
And when the bench steps up, it takes pressure off the starters. And they stepped up big in that game. Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
To the middle. Here's Wiggins. Good, and Curry gets the assist. That's 7 points for Andrew Wiggins.
I mean, if you're Curry's teammate, this is what you have to do. Take advantage of the defender reacting to him. I mean, he'll find you if you're open.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Curry kicks to Jackson. On the wing, Wiggins. To the paint. Paul with the steal. Shoots over Curry, and it's Paul missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Now here's Jackson. Passes it to Looney. Shot clock at 5. Curry passes to Wiggins. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Mike Muscala is checked in for Noel. Alinari comes in for Andre Robertson. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. The pass to Gallinari. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. Gallinari's got his first points of the game.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Curry way outside, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Looking good at this point, but thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. But Chris, the common thought is you don't want...
I shouldn't have made my play out for me to shoot hard.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Noel's checked in for Steven Adams. Mike Muscala comes in for Robertson. Ferguson's checked in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Here's Jackson. Here's Pascal. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Pascal's got 4 points in the quarter.
There's that passion. He is battling with every ounce of energy he has.
A perimeter tandem, Ferguson and Gallinari. Muscala is out there with Noel. And it's Schroeder in a point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Poole, the pass to Jackson. Drops in the layup for 2. And Jay, the rookie for this team, you know, Greg, he is a little bit of a rarity in the league. He stayed all 4 years in college.
And I know many people were shocked to see Jay stay all 4 years as his stock dropped and dropped every year. But a lot of questions were asked about why he chose to stay, but he's trying to put that all behind him and make the most of the fact that he's here now.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Warriors also making a change. Wiggins is checked in for Murray. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Golden State moving the ball around.
I'm from the Chinese.
5 on the clock. Jackson. And the rejection by Noel. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. Haskell's shot is off.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Schroeder looking over the floor. Pass to Gallinari. Missed inside. And Green launches it from he made it. He beat the clock, baby.
He beat the buzzer beater.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Every once in a while, a prayer like that somehow finds the net.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. And we'll be back with you shortly.
I probably had to delete this and have to create another player. Because I'm going to make my dude not a shooting guard. I don't know what's going on.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Thunder trailing by 9. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, they've got Jackson. Draymond Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Head start over with position. He ain't gonna be no shooting guard. He'll be a point guard. Left hand. See. Yes, speed. Yes, he needs speed. driving dunks. There need to be his mid shoe need to be up. His free throw just a little bit. His ball handling up. His steals up. His blocks up. His fadeaways up. His 3 shots up. I need to be in the fan. $203. Okay, how about this way? No, I need to be in the middle. No, what the fuck? They do need to be in the middle. It'll work. Okay.
for joining us, and we're here to check out a My Player build for NBA 2K20. You don't want to miss this. And tonight we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Toronto Raptors. I'm Blake Zuniga, Tim Swartz, and Brian Banapatini alongside as we get ready to check out a My Player build. Guys, what are you looking out for?
Well, for me, it always comes down to three main areas. How much better does he make his teammates? How does he bounce back from a blown play or a tough loss? And then maybe most importantly, what type of example does he set in the locker room, his work ethic?
What about sense of humor, Tim? I know you don't really have one, but it's important. And in all seriousness, I'm looking at the fit as well. What sort of system, coaching style, offense, and then some of the intangibles like adaptability, versatility, and some key areas like effort, going after the loose balls, long rebounds. Those are important.
Setting up as the point on the Raptors, there's lots of talent around you despite losing Kawhi Leonard.
It's absolutely a great spot to land, guys. I hope you like running some pick and roll, though, because center Marc Gasol is one of the best at running it. Now, we've also got some shooters to dish to. And don't forget about Kyle Lowry. He's a fantastic guy to be mentored by.
And Lowry's an older player, too, so there's a chance to be the point of the future. Have a chance to grow up with Pascal Siakam and form the next nucleus north of the border. This MP is for the long term.
And it's My Player missing.
Well, you love the tough D, especially inside.
Yeah, that's exactly what it gives you. Constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Pass to Anunoby. Back to Jackson. Anunoby. Now My Player. Defended by Green. Here's My Player. That one rolling around and rims out. Thompson outside. That one falls, coming off Stephen Curry's feet.
We cannot lay off Thompson. The release is so immediate. It's almost an insult to call it quick.
Pass to Anunoby. Jackson. It's stolen by Thompson. Now here is Curry. Defended by Lowry. And the shot goes in.
Good vision by Curry, but for that play to work, you also have to get open. Terrific job by both guys.
Now a timeout called by Toronto.
He clearly doesn't like what's going on out there and wants to talk things over.
And how could he? Really had to take a time out there and try to take away some of their momentum.
Yeah, they'll try anything.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And guys, especially after seeing the massive changes in player movement during the last offseason's free agency, it really reveals how dramatic the balance of power shift is based on key trades. And then all the dominoes that follow.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at what happened to Golden State, injuries. KD's injury in the playoffs, and Klay Thompson's both in the finals. But no less than a month later, you saw new powerhouses assembled and other teams dive into various stages of rebuild.
Well, it goes to show you what we are getting a chance to see tonight. It's potentially going to be very revealing for this My Player and how he functions with this team, as well as how well he matches up against the other guys. The first bucket for this offense, just 1 of 4 to start the game.
The Warriors leading. Wiggins outside. Thompson. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
I think you need to be like
Here's
this.
Lowry.
My
My Player outside. To the inside. Inside. Taken away. Right side Curry. And the shot is good.
They started strong.
Yeah,
Shots
maybe
are
you
just
need to
falling.
be smart.
Oh, yeah, shots are falling indeed. They're off to a very strong start offensively.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now here is Ibaka. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points in the game. Here's Wiggins, and he sinks that one, hitting the...
got now, it needs to be a small forward. Weigh about 170, 165 or something like that. He needs to be more of a shooter.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA 2K20. And the My Player build process is going to be on display. And tonight we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Toronto Raptors. I'm Blake Suniga, Tim Swartz, and Brian Banafitemi alongside as we get ready to check out a My Player build. Guys, what are you looking out for?
Well, for me, it always comes down to three main areas. How much better does he make his teammates? How does he bounce back from a blown play or a tough loss? And then maybe most importantly, what type of example does he set in the locker room, his work ethic?
What about sense of humor, Tim? I know you don't really have one, but it's important. And in all seriousness, I'm looking at the fit as well. What sort of system, coaching style, offense, and then some of the intangibles like adaptability, versatility, and some key areas like effort, going after the loose balls, long rebounds. Those are important.
Very interesting here, playing as a point guard with the defending NBA champion Toronto Raptors.
It's not Kyle Lowry, but he's the guy on the wrong side of 30. So they're certainly looking for the point guard of the future. A good base, and they've got a great front office in Toronto.
Yeah, and plus Nick Nurse is maybe the most creative coach in the entire league. And then you get a guy like Kyle Lowry, who's a great teammate. So there's not a ton of pressure to play right away. This is an MP build where you can ease into the situation and improve even more.
With the three-pointers falling for Thompson, it transforms their offense, stretches the D to its limit.
On the wing, My Player. High post try. Wiggins grabs the board.
Good D there to get a hand up and force the miss.
A perfect example of why he has such a strong reputation defensively. His ability is matched only by his energy, guys. He's usually in the middle of everything for them.
Pass to Ibaka. Here's Anunoby. Now here's Jackson. He's covered by Wiggins. Back to Jackson. 5 to shoot. Ibaka. Guarded by Ibaka. Now the Warriors moving it up. And here's Steph Curry for 3.
Okay, we gotta try something else now. Let's see what this is about. post score become oh boy, I gotta put this laptop on charge.
Hello and welcome. Thank you for tuning in. NBA 2K20 and the My Player build process is what it's all about, baby. And tonight we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Toronto Raptors. Courtside, along with Brian Benefitemi and Tim Swartz, Blake Zuniga here for some exciting 2K basketball action.
And all eyes are on My Player tonight. All the fans are here. They're intrigued to see him play. And really, I'm curious as well.
You just never know what will happen until the refs toss up the tip. Could someone drop 50 tonight? Will we see overtime, a triple-double, a buzzer beater? We all have no idea. This is why we play the game.
And it's in.
Not a good rotation by the defense. Wiggins has the eyes to find the open man.
The title belongs to the Raptors. It must be fun to play in that raucous environment that Toronto provides, especially after that movie.
Yeah, it's one of the best places to play in the NBA, and playing as a wing in this system is especially fun, as we've seen other players excel in this system at that position.
Despite some losses, the Raptors are still going for it this year. So as an MP build on a team that is going younger, don't you want to go to a team that is trying to be competitive?
Oh, hammered, and it'll go to the line.
If you want to talk about the best shooters in the league today, Klay Thompson's name has to be in the conversation, maybe at the top of the list.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Pass to Powell. My Player. He's covered by Wiggins. Now here is Ibaka. Jackson. Here's Powell. Yes, and it's My Player picking up the assist.
And ball movement is critical to any successful offense.
I think
My
that's
Player just does a terrific job of spotting the open man.
Now here's Thompson. Curry with it. Hits it from three-point range.
Early on, nearly perfect from the floor. Just one miss on their first 5 shots.
On the wing, Norman Powell. Back to Jackson. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And I like how My Player kept his concentration. Not easy, but he found a way to convert.
Now here is Curry. Defense is right there. Pass to Chris. Thompson, covered by Powell. And stolen by Ibaka. And you know, there's always something to enjoy about checking out a new player on a new team. How does he fit? How does he evolve within the system? So much to evaluate.
It's never a dull moment. The NBA is a game in a league where one single player can make such a huge difference in a team's performance. The stars obviously have a huge impact, but also you go all the way down the roster, 6-man and beyond.
And from the player's perspective, too, guys, I mean, we've seen it so many times. A guy is struggling on one team, but you pair him up with another big or another wing player in another system, and all of a sudden, magic starts to happen.
Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's Wiggins in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the
I
contest.
ain't too much
Looks like they're going to have one of those days where they
just
can do no
testing out
wrong.
my
Well, they
players.
certainly haven't done anything wrong so far, stretching the lead into double digits already.
Such a hot start.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
The Warriors with the lead. To the paint. The basket by Green.
They get going down low with the ball, and it keeps resulting in points.
Extremely positive. I mean, that's a very nice lead to have
Mountain,
this early in the ball game.
They've come out on fire out of the gates.
Time called here. The Raptors decide to talk it over.
He just isn't pleased with all the looks they've given up inside, and he wants to
Teams deciding to change it up. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Curry. And some very quick points for them on that possession.
I'm amazed at how good Steph Curry is at dealing with a hand in his face. His jumper stays on target, well, like you said, at shoot-around, taking practice shots.
And here are the Warriors. Now, let's say you're a wing that is tasked with playing alongside Spicy P, Pascal Siakam. How would you ensure a successful fit, guys?
Well, I think defensively, Blake, you could really blend in well with him. He's a quick thinker who has phenomenal length, and that to me means if you can defend with his same kind of vigor, you can really slow down opponents.
And he's a great transition player, too. So if you're an athletic wing looking to run up and down the floor, he could be the perfect running mate.
Here's Pascal, defended by Lowry. To the inside, Chris. And he jams it in after taking a nice speed on the
I
run.
need to
He
get
can do a
his
lot
shot
more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
And with
Once
the
I
lead
get
they're enjoying,
there,
I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Fans are disappointed. You see him?
Well, I think he did plenty of damage. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard, just the same, if you ask me.
Perfect inbound pass and an easy 2 points.
And this is a pretty even game right now here in Toronto. Pascal, no good.
Wide open misses like that can be confidence shakers.
The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Klay Thompson. It's blocked.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka is still able to surprise people very quick off the floor. That's how it's done. Find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
It was. A tight game like this one, you would think that they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end, but they didn't.
Pass to Thompson. The Warriors again can't hit.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Looked good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
Here's Lowry. Trains the three-pointer.
A quick decision
Okay,
maker.
this is
Lowry
my play,
very
yeah.
comfortable in catch-and-shoot
There's
situations.
no different.
Toronto is in a strange
Okay.
spot. They just won the championship and a big gamble, but they lost their best player. What are they looking to add?
Well, like most NBA teams, Blake, they're looking for young players. Now, remember, the current core of Marc Gasol, Kyle Lowry, and Serge Ibaka are pretty much all on the downslope of their careers. So they need the next generation of
Alright,
rappers.
y'all. I
And
gotta
obviously,
end this live
Pascal Siakam is a
stream.
great start.
I do think
But
they
I
want
will
the
be
young
back
guys
with
to
another
win. Now,
one.
he's
On that
still
note,
open.
I'm out.
Toronto is